All right, so the next speaker that we have is going to be talking to us about building in public the Web3 advantage. Building in public the Web3 advantage. And the person to take that is Kevin Chibuoyim. A round of applause for him, please. He's the founder of Gida Academy.
GM, everybody. Is that how you answer GM? GM. I only heard this side. GM. Okay, let's assume we are in a Google Meet call or Zoom. Can you see my screen? You can't see my screen. Okay, can you hear me? How many of you do that a lot when you are in Google Meet or Zoom? If you do it, please let me see your hand. Oh, I see more trenchy skits here. You don't have good network. God will help you to solve it in Jesus' name. God will help you to solve it in Jesus' name. Nice. So, my name is Okoye Kevin Chibuoyim. My name is Okoye Kevin Chibuoyim, popularly known as Ezimo Blockchain. I'm the founder and CEO of GIDA, co-founder of Blockchain UNN, which is Blockchain University of Nigeria, one of Africa's biggest campus blockchain club. I'm a tech entrepreneur, Web3 community manager and growth lead, business developer. I'm a blockchain developer. I'm project manager. I've been in the blockchain system since like 2018, worked with a lot of projects and all that. So my favorite quote is build in public. Please, can you say build in public? Now, we are talking about build in public, the Web3 advantage. But what is build in public? I want somebody to attempt it. What do you think building in public means? Anybody? What is building in public to you? What do you understand it to be? All right, there's somebody here.
Pushing out regular status updates on where you are, what you're doing, and what you seek to achieve with your project or your software program.
Fair enough. Please clap for the guy. This stuff is messing up. Technical guy, can you come and assist? Okay. But before we move on, I want to know, like, what are the demographics? If you are a front-end developer, let me see your hand. Perfect. If you are a back-end dev, let me see your hand. If you are a smart contracts blockchain developer, let me see your hand. If you are a UI UX designer, let me see your hand. Full stack, let me see your hand. If you are just a community person, community manager, project manager, those kind of stuff, let me see your hand. If you don't know anything, you don't know anything about blockchain, my oga. Okay, so it's good. I know that we have the right demographics in the house. However, point I'm trying to make is building in public entails to everybody. You mustn't be a blockchain developer. You mustn't be a content writer. I mean, every literal person has to build in public. And just like the other guy explained, building in public is the practice of sharing your work, progress, and insights openly with your audience. It's about pulling back the curtains on what you do. If you've ever watched like a proper movie in a theater, you see that they close the curtains at times, right? Now, building in public entails opening the curtain. A lot of us actually build, but we close the curtain. And that is what I'm here to get rid of, get that curtain off. So it's about building with the world, not just for it. A lot of us tend to build for the world. You have to build with the world. That is the most sustainable way to go. So why should you start building in public? This topic is so personal to me because I personalize the quotes, personalize this thing as my quotes because it's something that has helped me come very far on my journey in this space. It helps you learn faster. Please say learn faster. Tell your neighbor, learn faster. Building in public helps you learn faster. When you build in public, you invite feedback and advice from people who have been there, who have done those things. Your mistakes get caught early. You might think you are doing well, but you are building rubbish. Yeah? You might think you are doing well, but you are building rubbish. But because you put it out there, somebody is going to see it and let you know what you are doing wrong or how you can improve. I'll give you a typical example. I don't know if you have this kind of people, but there are some people on my contact list because, you know, I have a lot of students that reach out to me. So you know those kind of flyer where somebody is a graphic designer. You know, I don't know if you look at some graphic design. You see red, orange, like all the colors of the rainbow inside one design. And the crazy thing, they will now post, bring deals. I'm on seats. Have you seen those kind of posts? I'm on seats, bring deals. All those kind of things. I enter the person's DM and tell him what you've done is you have tried though, but you can do better. Now imagine that person didn't put that thing out there. And the person is calling himself, okay, the person didn't even start like that. They will go and do design. Write graphic design masterclass 2.0, 100,000 naira. The person's mind is that I'm already a perfect designer. Right? So that's why you have to put your work. People who have seen these things or have done it before can literally tell you when you are going wrong and how you can improve. Another advantage of this is right. You build a network without networking. Please say build a network without networking. There are a lot of us here that are introverts. 3 of us. After this event now, some people will still not collect people's number. They will just go. In fact, when photo person is coming, they start walking the other way. So some of those people don't know how to network. It's not that they don't want to network. They don't know how to network. So if you don't want us to see you physically, online, let us see your work at least. So you are literally building a network without networking. So you are solving that fear that you tend to have. So forget all these awkward networking events which you see around. People tell you to network and all that. If you are somebody that can't do them, it's fine, but start online, right? When you share your journey, people naturally will like to connect with you. Collaborators, mentors, and even employers, they may not tell you, but they are seeing what you do. You get to have accountability partners. A lot of people do a lot of things in the space as a developer. Maybe you are just starting your journey, designer, and the rest of that. You want somebody to be encouraging you, or when you are going wrong, somebody should be telling you. Building in public helps you have this for free. You have a lot of accountability partners. You can easily showcase your skill. This becomes your portfolio. I mean, when somebody goes to your Twitter, what do they see? Please, how many of us are on Twitter? Okay, LinkedIn. I've run away from there. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. When you go to LinkedIn, I'm thrilled. Everybody's thrilled on LinkedIn. Nobody, it's like Tinubu is not existing on LinkedIn. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. Anyways, the point is that if you are building on LinkedIn, building on Twitter, wherever you are building, it becomes your resume. Most jobs you find today, people don't get it because, they submit CV. Mostly it's because of referrals. And how somebody can refer you is if they know what they can refer you for. I think myself as case study, I came into this event from Enugu, right? Like I mentioned, I'm the co-founder of Blockchain University of Nigeria, and the University of Nigeria is located in Nsukka, in Enugu State. When people are trying to do events in Enugu State, I'm literally the first point of contact that they reach out to because they see that I host events. This hackathon that Web3 Bridge did, we hosted a hacker house as well in Enugu for developers, right? So simple case study is that one. So you literally, what you do becomes like your resume. You don't need to apply. Are you following me? Please, if you're following, say right on. I didn't get it. Are you following at all? Perfect. And opportunities tend to knock. That's one thing that comes your way once you are building in public. It's disturbing again. Okay. How to start building in public, even if you're just starting out. Pick something. It could be anything, right? It doesn't need to be a groundbreaking project. You can be a developer. You just started learning HTML and CSS. Post about it. You just started doing design. Post about it. Choose your platform wisely. Where are those places you find people that are doing... Where's the platform that you find people that are interested in what you are doing? Twitter is one of those places. Start building on Twitter. Share daily or weekly updates. Have a routine that you always do. If it's every week, make sure you put out content. People are going to see it. Be authentic. Don't be perfect. A lot of people want to do professional. They go to studio, take picture. Every literal posts they make, they have a studio picture. It doesn't really matter, right? Be authentic than being perfect. Ask for feedback. Don't assume you know everything, right? That is one of the ways to actually build in public. And these are some of the common issues a lot of people tend to face when they start building in public. They feel like they are not good enough. They feel they are not good enough. There's that question of, what if I fail? And then, what if no one cares? Those are common issues that a lot of people tend to face. Actually, nobody cares. Tell your neighbor, nobody cares. If you make it or you don't make it, nobody cares, right? But it shouldn't deter you in any way, right? So this is like common challenges, and how you can overcome this thing is actually constantly showing up. So showing up is going to help you overcome this. You have to be consistent, ensure you offer value, and, kickstart. So my final thoughts are these. The Web3 space is waiting for what you have to offer. You're a developer, want to see you build stuff. Designer, want to see you work. Content writer, write. Whatever you want to do, community management, manage a community. Volunteer, whatever you have to do, do it. Ensure that you get involved. You just have to be visible. Whoever gets the most reward is not the person that knows the best. It is the person that is what? Visible. You have to be visible. Tell your neighbor you have to be visible. Thank you very much for listening. If you got value, connect with me. These are my socials. If there are any questions, we can take questions.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin. We can take one question, but just one. Any questions? Okay. Can you come out, please? Please make it as brief as possible.
Okay. Actually, I don't have a question. Just a tiny little addition. That's okay?
Okay.
All right. So I resonate very well with the topic. Basically, unmute your mic. You might be doing amazing stuff, but people aren't seeing it or aren't noticing it. So basically, unmute your mic. And building in public, I believe that you're not just building a product. You yourself, every individual, we are products. So building in public gives chance for you to get feedback, reiterate, get better, learn, relearn.
Please clap for the young man. Is it a question or... Okay, please. This is the question we need.
Yes, so I like the topic, build in public. So my question is, how would you encourage teenagers who are just new into the space, and who don't have access to smartphones, to be able to build in public? Because I run an academy, but they don't have access to some of these devices. So I'm wondering, how can you encourage them to, or how can they build in public? Yeah.
Okay. When you say the space, what part of the space are you talking about?
Web3.
Yeah, that's too vague. Give me specifics. Is it developers? Is it UI designer? What exactly?
Okay, you mean what they are learning?
Yes.
Yes. Developers, game developers, UI, UX designers, a lot of them.
Why I'm asking this is because any of those things you're talking about, you need a device to do it.
Yes, they have access to laptops. Yes, have access to laptops.
Okay. The short answer to that question is start with what you have. If what you have is a laptop, start with that laptop. If you're a developer, your GitHub is literally one of your public whatever you can call it, your resume. Ensure that your GitHub has active stuff. Show it out there. Create social media accounts with the said laptop that is available. Use what you have. I didn't see when I started. My laptop, the laptop, I didn't even have a laptop, but when I eventually had a laptop, it was like TV. And sometimes if you touch it will shock you. Those kind of stuff. But I didn't relent. So you start with what you have. That's just a short answer to that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for him. Thank you so much.